Hello, listeners. This is Kat, and welcome back to Put Your Hands Up Podfics. This will be the continuation of Sometimes All It Takes to See Is to Look. This will be Part 15, Chapter 15, entitled Interlude 2, an Ode for Kirishima. Eijiro knew that Midoriya didn't hold anything against him. He knew that because Mido was in no way spiteful. He was like 93% sure the guy didn't even know what spite was. He was that forgiving. However, Eijiro still felt like a terrible person. Eijiro loathes bullies. He really does, and for him to be so blind as to ignore what was happening right in front of him, he must be a terrible person. There's no other excuse. And yet, Midoriya still talks to him. It's not like they were best of friends, but they were friendly and hung out on occasion. He's a nice dude, so Eijiro gets along with him well. And now, well, it almost seems as if Midoriya is going out of his way to talk to him. Not that he's upset about it, no. He's thankful that Mido still wants to be friends, but he's just noticed it's a lot more. Just the other day at lunch, nearly a week since it all went down, Midoriya walked up to their lunch table, him, Kaminari, Ashido, and Sero, where they are sitting with somewhat less boisterousness as usual, and asked to sit with them too. Eijiro was confused. At that point he thought he must hate them for being friends with his bully. But no. With a mildly enthusiastic agreement from Ashido, his classmates sat right down and engaged in friendly conversation. It felt a tad awkward, but Eijiro thought he's responsible for that. The others didn't seem to be hit quite as hard as him, since they could say others were their best friends, unlike him, but they all seemed relieved Midoriya wasn't upset with them, and their energy levels spiked accordingly. Eijiro didn't say much, and he thinks Midoriya must have noticed, because Midoriya pulled him aside right at the end of class just hours later. "Kirishima," his classmate began, to which Eijiro chuckled awkwardly and said, What's up, Mido?" Then Midoriya took a deep breath and continued. "I know that you are probably upset with me for making Bakugo have a different class because I know you were good friends with him, and I'm really sorry about separating you guys. And knowing Bakugo as I do, he's probably doing his best to avoid everyone or something, and—" "Whoa!" Eijiro claps a hand onto Midoriya's shoulder. "Slow down a bit, will you?" Midoriya takes a deep breath and nods. "Sorry, He shuffles his feet, and Eijiro removes his hand. "I want you to know that it's okay if you're still friends." Eijiro freezes. That can't be right. Why would he be okay with that? So he shakes his head in response. No, he hurt you, Midoriya." His classmate smiles in a sad, lopsided way. Yeah, he did." Then determination, not unlike what Eijiro had seen in the midst of battle, hardens across his features. "But he's getting help, and it's hard to do better without support. I wouldn't blame you if you want him to be out of your life, Kirishima." The sad smile returns. "But even if I never forgive him, I wouldn't mind if you did." Eijiro bites his lip. "I know that I'm probably too forgiving," Midoriya continues. "But that's not always a bad thing. I believe in second chances. Even though Bakugo has run out of chances with me, it doesn't mean he's hopeless." He then shrugs. "I just want you to know I don't hold anything against you, okay, Kirishima?" Eijiro just nods. After a moment, Midoriya pats him on the shoulder, then turns and runs off to catch up with that purple-haired kid from a different class, who was apparently waiting for him. Eijiro has a lot to think about. All right, listeners, this concludes Chapter 15. The last and final chapter, Chapter 16, will be up next. It's a much longer chapter. I just wanted to keep these separated. I just felt like it was good to keep them split up. And I hope you all are still enjoying this one. Let me know your thoughts and reactions to this. I really like when there's fics like these where the past is revealed. I like the ones that touch base on Kirishima's relationship with Bakugo, really in depth, where you get questioning of whether or not Kirishima was wrong to befriend Bakugo, or where he has to be conflicted with his own feelings and emotions throughout it. So I really like that the author had done, a chapter here focusing on Kirishima, and one previously as well, where you get to see his progress on dealing with that too. So let me know your overall thoughts and reactions to everything so far. Like I said, the last and final chapter will be up next. And as always, thank you so much for listening.